Well, we are in for 3 days of cold weather. It's sunny. I gotta put my hood up. I'm not even kidding. It is not nice. Thank you. But it is chilly and windy, and it's sunny, so we got that going for us, which is nice. So yay. But yeah, we are in for 3 days of chilly weather, but it's not supposed to snow. So sometimes you take what you can get. And right now we will take the it's not supposed to snow over just about anything. But you do have to be careful walking. Geez, it would be nice if it wasn't so ridiculous. It's not so bad over there by the house. But over here, the snow is like still really high. Hi, ducks. Duck. Shadowfax is here. Harwin is here. Hello, my man. Tristan's getting fresh water for everyone. All that good stuff. So, duck. I'm going the long way because this is mucky. Why don't I wear muck boots? Somebody asked. I hate boots. I hate them. I would rather go the long way and creep my way to the barn than wear muck boots, if at all possible. Again, Mira thinks knocking things off the shelf is like a pastime. Okay, so I have an egg down there, and I have eggs over there. I think I have 5 eggs total. So I got 1 down here, 4 eggs, 5 eggs in here, in addition to the eggs we got out in the bush. There we go. So this is a duck egg. Ugh. This is a duck egg. That's good. Duck. We like having duck eggs. Chicken. Excellent. We're really liking the duck eggs. And we're going to just pop this here. The duck eggs are there. I'll grab them. But yeah, duck eggs. Excellent. We love duck eggs. So we will just pop this down. Go in here and get some duck eggs. I think there's only the 2. I think so. I don't see any else. 2 duck eggs. 1, 2. I'm in a different sweater, so I don't have the kangaroo pocket, so I have to be a little more careful with my eggs, because the kangaroo pocket keeps them from falling out. The standard pocket does not. So you got to kind of be a little bit careful. There we go. So we got good 4 eggs from there. The plan today is I have to shave the cat. And I know that sounds really, really terrible. But she has some mats. So I'm going to get Rowan to help me. And Tristan to help me probably. Shave a cat. Which coop is that from? Lucy coop. Lucy coop egg. I have 4 eggs in my pocket. Hi, buddy. Just my pony. My pony man. I love my pony man. Excuse me. Oh, you gotta watch your step. Watch your step, everybody. This is muckety muck. We're going over the snow. I don't like going over the snow, but it is better. Going over the snow is better than that. That is like a really deep puddle. So we're not going that way. We're going this way. Go around the puddle. That's the best bet here. I'm just going to go check and see this way. So yeah, Lucy coop eggs are the ones that excite me the most because I want Lucy's babies. Lucy is our lavender hen. I'm not going to check in those ones. Tristan just did. So there's no point. Hi, guys. Hi. Duck. Duck. Excuse me. Thank you. Ducks. Those are our ducks. We love our ducks. So I have to shave a cat, and obviously I got to come back out here to check for more eggs in the afternoon. Trunk is over with the other rabbits hanging out. She's not in a pen, but she's not going anywhere, so she's not running off. She's just doing her thing, her rabbit thing. I think she is falling in love with Silverado all over again. But if she would like to be bred by him, she has to let us catch her. But there is a little bit less water than there was. But I'm going to walk this way and go around. If we go down this way, like the biggest problem is areas like this. Like this is really sloped, so the water drains well. The problem is you get down here. Okay, and this is fine. This isn't bad, right? But you get right here, right behind me. That's a puddle. And it's about 2 inches deep. So we're not able to go that way with Crocs on. I could go around, I could go around the shed, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that right now. So yes, I have to shave a cat, get some of her mats out. So I'm going to get Rowan and Tristan to help me do that later. Rowan or Tristan, I probably don't need them both. One to catch her and kind of help control her a little bit. But doing that, and I'm probably going to light that cardboard on fire. I need the ash, and we got too much cardboard. But the massive puddles that were here, are not as massive. They're still here, but they're not as terrible. So, it's getting better. It is getting better. But we are in for 3 cold days, and then it's supposed to get really nice next week. Like next week, it's supposed to be beautiful out. So 3 cold days. If we can get through these 3 cold days, we might just be okay. Hopefully it doesn't snow. Well, it's time to get the mats off this cat. She doesn't have, she only has them in specific spots. So you can kind of feel where they are. So she's going to be a little bit naked. I'm just using, she's not going to like this. We probably can't do this all in one shot, because she's not going to enjoy it. And we're just going to go slow. We're not going to try to rip through these mats, because we don't want to scare her, and she's already not having fun. Sorry, baby. So sometimes this becomes a 2-person job, which is why I have Rowan on standby. You just gotta watch where you're going. Rowan, just keep her from jumping forward. Okay. And now you want to go back, but my arm's in your way. So when you're doing this kind of thing, you want to make sure your blade's not right at the skin, because if your blade's right at the skin, you could really hurt the cat, right? You could catch the skin instead of the hair, and you don't want to make the cat bleed. So you kind of just go, it's better to go slow than to try to rip through a mat all at once. You actually have a stick in there. And why does she get matted? Well, she's got really long mat-like hair. She's got really long mat-like hair, matty hair, and she's the only one of our cats that does. And seriously, sometimes it's just easier, especially with outdoor cats, to, there we go, to just shave the mats off as they come, right? Sometimes it's just easier that way. We don't want to rip the hair out from the root. So even when you think you have that mat freed, check. Okay, just keep her, grab her front legs and pull her down. I know we're not going to do too much because she's not liking it at all, which I don't blame her. We'll only do a little bit. We'll do a little bit each day. One, it encourages better fur growth because we can take the mat off. So that's pretty bad mat. And she's an outdoor cat, and you don't want to shave them in the winter. And we're at the end of winter. We're at the beginning of spring now, so it's not as bad. And we don't want to do so much that she's like freaking out. Because if she gets really upset, it's going to go badly for us. Because cats if anyone's ever had a cat go nuts, have you ever tried to bathe a cat, for example? They can go pretty nuts. So Rowan is just helping to keep her still. You can't really see him on camera because the camera's more on me and the cat. But he's there. He's there. He's kind of got her. She's not super freaked out. This is also a good time. You can check the mats to see if you have any lice or anything, or if you have any fleas. It's a good time to check. Okay? You can look and see, is there any flea dirt? Which I'm not seeing anything like that. I'm not seeing any flea dirt. I know, baby. I know. So if she gets really mad, she'll just rip the heck out of my leg. And that's when we know we're done. When she rips the heck out of my leg, we're done. Right? That's how you do it. You kind of just wing it. And what we don't want to do is too much annoying of the cat. I want to get this mat off, and then Rowan will take it back outside. I know. Now she's growling. When your cat's growling at you like that, you're probably at about the point where you're going to be done. Okay? I know. And I go very slowly, very gently. Okay? Let's see if we can get another one done. So mostly she has them along her side. And the easiest way to do it is to apply tension to the fur and tension to the skin simultaneously. That's why it helps if Rowan is helping to keep her still, because I can use the hand with the clippers to anchor the skin, and this other hand to peel back the fur. That's a pretty impressive mat here, too. She mostly has them in a line. And so we'll grab her over the next few days here and there to get these mats out, because you don't want to take them off in the winter, but you can't leave your cat matted like that. So we don't normally have outdoor cats that have long fur like this, but because we do have outdoor cats that have long fur, we have only the one. We don't have many. It's our responsibility to handle these mats. You can either do it yourself or you can hire someone to do it. Like, you can get a groomer to do it. Absolutely you can. But I have the proper tools. I might as well do it myself. She's not loving it, but she's also not being horrific. She's leaving. Rowan's going to grab her real quick, because I want to take that mat off.
So mad.
I know. She's a very angry cat. It's okay, honey. I just want to finish this one, okay? And then we'll let you go. This one's pretty thick, and I just really don't want to catch the skin. I know, hon. And Tequila's about to get angry at me because we're hurting one of her cats. The cat is in no pain. This does not hurt. She's just unhappy because cats are cats. So sometimes you just have to be patient, and you have to come back to it later, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm just going to get this one removed, because she's got a couple more in here that I can feel, and this part's pretty matted. So we're going to come back after I remove this mat. We will come back probably tomorrow. We'll do a little bit every evening kind of thing until she has mostly got the mats removed. The good news is, like, she's got a little dry skin under where the mats are, which is pretty normal, actually. But other than that, like, I don't see any signs of lice. I know, baby. Pin you down. I just want to get this one off.
She's okay.
It's okay, Tequila. It's okay. There we go. We got through the worst of it. Now I just have this little bitty bit to finish on. There we go. He's going to take her back outside. I know you. Well, you could let go of my leg. She's an angry cat. Give her lots of snacks. We will work on the mat on her butt probably tomorrow. But if you look, there's no sign of lice or any kind of fleas or anything. There's really nothing in there. So that's what you want to do when you are having to shave off, whether it's your dog or your cat. You want to take the mats that you're having to shave and take a really good look. Like, really look in there. Do you see anything? Do you see any kind of evidence of scabbing or any flea dirt or any actual bugs? No, I don't. So you can look really close. There's nothing there, right? Absolutely nothing there. So that's a good thing. That's what we want. It's okay, Tequila. I didn't do anything. This is just her hair. It's not her. We didn't hurt her. So we will just keep doing that over the next few days and hopefully remove all those mats. But for right now, I'm going to go get rid of this hair, and then we will worry about dinner and going back outside to check on the animals. Well, it's a little melty, which means you really got to watch where you put your feet, because some of these puddles are deep. So some of them had disappeared a little bit, but then more snow melted. So it's going to be gross and disgusting for at least 2 weeks or longer, and we're probably going to flood. Yay! Love to flood. We love to flood. Flooding's fantastic. So, and when we flood badly, like sandbagging, and it's fun. Our property itself doesn't usually flood, but it's a lot of snow. Okay, I'm going this way. I'm not walking through that. Hi, Shadowfax. Gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, look at that. That is just water. That is just water on our path. So I'm going around. There is a reason. So sometimes I get asked why we leave the manure. Hey, stop biting me. Why we leave the manure piling up in the, thank you, in the corner of the pen. And it is seriously, so that there is somewhere that is higher, because we don't want to be slogging through muck. I'm literally going the way Shadowfax goes. There's a path here where he goes, so I'm taking the long way. I'll take the opportunity to show you up close the fencing we put up, the panels. So we don't have all the 1x2s yet, but you can see we build them with 2x4s, we put the wire on, and then we're going to put 1x2s over the wire to hold it on. But yeah, I'm walking around the way Shadowfax goes because there's not all the muck here, right? So, I mean, it's not pristine here or anything, but it's not like over there. Hi, Shadowfax. All right. There we go. And he's going in first. Fine. Look out, Sauron. I don't want to step on anybody. Hi, Shadowfax. I do not want to squish anybody. Okay? So just looking for eggs. Don't bite my butt. Don't bite my butt. It's rude. Hi. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomper. Turkey. Goat. By the way, if you're wondering why the goat has mud all over her side, it's because she fainted in the mud. She fainted in the mud, and when you faint in the mud in this kind of weather, you get muddy. So she's kind of muddy on her side, and she's a fainting goat. So, she comes by that kind of thing honestly. Going this way. She comes by that honestly. So she fainted in the muck just outside the pen. So she's got mud all over her, and I can't give her a bath. One, goats hate being wet. But more than that, it's still too cold to give animals a bath. Look at all this snow. We don't have like a heated wash bay or anything, so we have to wait until it warms up enough. And that's why I'm walking on this path. Yes, I'm walking on the path that Shadowfax made that is drier. It's fantastic. If it doesn't snow or rain, this should be dry in not too long. And then once that's dry, we can start taking down the pile that's in this corner. And again, the reason we have a pile in this corner is purely so it doesn't completely suck when we're coming in and out of the barnyard. Because if we didn't have a pile in that corner, if we didn't have a pile right there, if we didn't let that pile up, what happens is when we go in there in the spring and everything's melting, that's literally a lake. So we're slowly raising up the entire barnyard so it doesn't do that. But in the meantime, we want to build it up enough that we don't have to worry about, whoop, big puddle. But we want to build it up enough so we don't have to worry too much about being able to get in and out because it sucks. So, sorry girls, I'm just going to quickly check. I know there's no eggs yet. I know, but I thought I would look. Hi, Blue. Hi, ducks. Everyone good and happy? You don't have eggs right now because I think Tristan already got your eggs. And I don't think there's a duck egg. And I'm not sure I want to check. That's a big puddle. Let's go this way and see if we can simply see into that spot. Hi, ducks. Yeah, I don't see an egg. Duck. Duck. Yes, duck. But mud is just a part of life on a farm in the spring. So, like I said in a previous video, when you see people posting content online and you notice there's a lot of muck and water in the spring as the snow is melting, please know that people can't really help that. Please know that that's just the way it is a little bit, because you can't do anything about the weather, and you can do your best with sand. Whoa, I almost slipped. But you can do your best with sand and all that kind of good stuff, right? You can do your best. But ultimately, you can't fix it. So, don't be too critical. I don't care if you're critical of me. It doesn't bother me. But it really does bother some creators. So, try not to be super critical of people who have muddy yards in the spring. I'm sure your yard is muddy too. Especially if you had chickens and horses walking around. There is only so much you can do. So, sometimes you just have to deal with it. Hi, DK, my man. Here's DK hanging out. He's a good cat. All the cats are good today. Wildfire's mad at me. Obviously, because I shaved her. I'm popular with the kitties. I'm popular. Anyway, let's go inside and decide what I'd like to have for dinner. I'm thinking something potato-ish, maybe. I'm kind of in a potato type mood. Let's go figure it out. It's happening again. It's snowing. Right, Arwen? It's snowing. It's April 5th and it's snowing. I hate the snow. I hate the snow at this time of year. I don't hate snow. I know, Arwen. It is so horrific. It is so horrific. Look, you got snow on your back. It's not good. You got Fluff. She's shedding. It's nonsense. There's snow. The horse is back there wondering why there's snow. Look at this. All this snow. There he is, wondering where there's... I don't know. This is dumb. I don't know. So, we're about to go inside. I'm going to make smashed potato for dinner. But right now, like, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It's absolutely crazy. It's snow. I can't even do this. How are we supposed to get spring on the road if this won't stop? Oh well. Let's go make dinner. We're not happy about the snow. We are not happy about the snow. Not at all happy about the snow. But we still have to make dinner. So, I'm going to make a smashed potato. It's really easy. You just take a baked potato, a potato that's been in the oven for an hour while I was complaining about snow. You take your masher, and you give it a couple of smashes. Right? You just smash it. It's literally a nothing thing to do. It's easy. It's smashed. You don't have to take the skin off. Make sure before you bake your potato that you wash the potato, because if you don't wash the potato, what's going to end up happening? There goes the goat. No, your goat's not going to run off if you don't wash your potato. Promise. But what happens if you don't wash your potato, you would have more difficulty eating the skin because it might have dirt and stuff on it. So wash the skin. Bake the potato. Smash the potato in a pan. Easy stuff. Put some butter on the potato. Could you make this vegan and use plant butter? Yeah, probably. I'm not vegan, but I do get that question. How do I make this vegan? In this case, you could use plant butter. And I'm going to do some garlic powder. I love garlic powder, so garlic powder. I'm not skimping on that. I love oregano, so don't skimp on that. Really, whatever herbs you like on your potato. This is like the easy thing. And I love paprika. I don't know who has potatoes without paprika. I don't. I love paprika on my potatoes. I love it. So, paprika on the potatoes. Let's not forget that we want some salt. This is just Himalayan sea salt. We want some salt, some pepper, to taste. Everything on this is to taste. Literally everything on this is to taste. There's no, it's not fancy. This is so easy. Bunch of cheese. Dump that on. Dump it on. It's easy. And you can make a pan of this for each person in your family. This one's just mine. You can make one pan for yourself, one pan for each of your kids, and they can put whatever topping they want. You can put chicken or you can put bacon, whatever you want. I'm leaving it like that, except for some parsley. I'm going to sprinkle some parsley on the top. I do really love parsley on top of my dishes. I like the green that it provides, and I really like the flavor. I know not everyone loves the flavor of parsley. Some people can't really even taste it, but I really enjoy parsley. Put my herb packets back. I can't alphabetize. That's okay. Wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. Somebody put the lemon pepper in the wrong spot. We're okay. We are okay. I was confused because things were in the wrong order. Anyway, I'm going to throw this in the oven for about 20 minutes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Shove that in the oven for about 20 minutes or until that cheese is all melty. And then it will be ready and delicious. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So that's what we're having for dinner is smashed potatoes. Easy to make, fun to eat, very, very delicious because they're just potatoes with whatever you like on top. We'll come back in a few minutes when it is melty and delicious and take a look at what it looks like both in the pan and on a plate. Well, my smashed potato just came out of the oven. Looking good. It's going to taste delicious. I left it in the oven for, 10 minutes maybe. And then I turned the broiler on for about 3 minutes. Just, the first pass was to melt the butter. The second the cheese, sorry. The butter was already melting. But the second pass, the broiler pass, was to kind of crisp it up. So we just want to get this underneath, pop that up. And then we want to get any bits and bobs that might be here. Okay? We don't want to leave any behind. This will all be delicious and soaked in butter and really just perfect. So that's what we want to do because it'll be so good. It'll be so good. Literally, these kind of things are easy to make. You can throw like veggies on them or whatever, or throw a salad on the side, which is my preference. Full disclosure, I don't love vegetables in my stuff, but I adore fresh vegetables on the side, or I really adore salads. So I don't love to mix vegetables in, but I love them on the side, especially with a good ranch dip. Perfection. Anyway, this is what it looks like on the plate. perfect, ready for dinner. So that's what I'm going to go do now. I am going to go have my dinner and pout about the fact that, yes, it's indeed still snowing. We're just going, the cat is currently perched in the window, ears flat, looking out the window, completely annoyed that there's more snow. Pippin. She is mostly an indoor cat when there's snow on the ground. She doesn't love snow. So, Pippin, I'll grab her. Hey, sweetie pea. Are you a good kitty bee? Are you a good kitty cat? So, this is our Pippin, and she's a perfect cat. She was sitting in the window, ears completely flattened as she stared outside and was making low growly noises. She does not like that it snowed again. The outdoor cats do not mind. They have seen so much worse. But Pippin the kitten was not a kitten. She's 6. But we call her Pippin the kitten. Pippin the kitten does not enjoy new snow on the ground. She's waiting for summer. Anyway, that is probably about it for me tonight. I am likely going to eat my dinner and then maybe play a game with the boys and then head to bed. We don't film playing a game. That's a family moment that does not need to be on screen. So we will probably play Monopoly, which, drama, but whatever. They like Monopoly. It's probably their favorite game. That or Uno, which is also drama. Anyway, we're going to go do that. And by the time we are finished that, because you know how long a game that is, it'll probably be time for bed. Because it is already after 7 o'clock. And we got to go to bed early because we get up early because the animals are up at the crack of dawn. But that is about it for us here tonight at Andersen Acres. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.